What is up, guys? This is Xenocorpse here, and welcome to another episode here on the Dynasty SMP server. This is episode 3, and as you can see, I am finally fully geared up in full diamond gear. I'm happy, fully enchanted, diamond everything. I've got diamond tools all enchanted, I've got my diamond armor all enchanted, perfect enchantments all the way down, all of it with mending. I've got feather falling on my boots and depth strider. On my helmet I've got respiration and aqua affinity, and the rest are just prot 4, unbreaking 3, mending. And then I have my Excalibur sword, my mending pick, my silky pick, my hatchet, and my silky spade. The only thing I could complain about is that this hatchet has fortune instead of silk touch. If I had silk touch on it, it would be a much better axe, because then I could get cobwebs and stuff with it. But this will work for now, because we don't need cobwebs at the minute. And I also have this infinity bow right here, which is power 4, unbreaking 3, and flame. So, in today's episode of the Dynasty SMP, I actually have a plan for today's episode. But first, this thing, I have no idea what it's doing. It's somewhat picking up drops. Like, this is all it's made, by the way. Somehow we got raw chicken? We got a couple pieces of cooked chicken and feather. I have no idea how this thing works. It is shooting the eggs and the lava is ticking properly, but I don't know why the chickens, when they die, their drops burn. And I also don't know why sometimes they die but they don't get cooked. I'm not really sure. Like I said last time, if you guys have any idea on how to fix this thing, let me know down in the comments below, because I am confused. So in today's episode of Dynasty SMP, I will be taking care of this guy. This is our Skelly spawner, and I will be turning it into a Skelly farm. So we're going to have a mob farm here, which will give us XP and bone meal and arrows and bows and all that kind of stuff. So this should be a little introduction to our farmings. This is going to be the first kind of farm that I'm going to be making here on the server. So I'm going to be clearing out this entire area here. It's going to be a 9 by 9 by 3 high, and then they're going to be able to fall. They're going to fall 3 blocks into water, and then they're going to be taken through a tube up, and then they're going to drop down and get down to half a heart. That way I can punch them and get their XP. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start clearing out some of these blocks here, and I will get back to you guys once I have a nice cleared area. Alright guys, so I finished up our Skelly farm off cam, and as you can see, this is it down here. I had to expand it out from what I had originally had. I had it as a 9 by 9 by 6 or 7 room, and I expanded it because they were all getting stuck on each other, getting down the 1 block hole, so that makes it a little bit faster to get the skeletons in and out. But over here is where they come and fall. That's also my infinite water source I had. But they come and fall down right here, and I have some hoppers underneath that go into here, and I've been testing it out a little bit, but they all are knocked down to about a heart, so they can die within a couple of punches, and I get my XP. So, not bad, and I don't think they're going to shoot me if I stand here. Yeah, they don't see me, so that's good. So this thing's working, and it's pumping out a ton of skeletons, and with Sweeping Edge 3, this thing is awesome. So, on to the next project for today's episode. I actually wanted to build something kind of small, and it's just a little sugarcane farm. And basically, all I'm going to be doing is just creating a simple observer-based sugarcane farm. I have everything I need right here. The water, the sugarcanes, everything I need. I don't have the dirt, but I do believe I could just do this. So if you guys are wondering when I got Silk Touch on my shovel, I actually was able to finally get all this stuff I needed. I think I mentioned this before. I can't remember, honestly. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's been a while in between clips. I kind of have to do that in some cases where sometimes clips are like days apart, because I just have a lot of things I need to do in terms of working and, you know, spending time with my girlfriend and other things that are important to me. So it's just very important to me that I get some of those things done before videos as of right now, because, you know, I have a life and I want to do things. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to make it 16. I wonder, I've got 16 pistons and 16 observers. I'm going to do 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is going to be a 8-long water stream here. The sun is setting, but I'm not afraid of that. Let's go ahead and dump in the water all the way down the track. Alright, and then we're going to place down our sugarcane. And this is where one side of the operation is going to go. Since this is actually 8 blocks long, I don't actually need all these to be source blocks. I just need it to be a trail. And honestly, how did those sugar canes stay planted? Did you guys see that? Was that lag? Why are these sugar cane not plopping off? I thought they had to have water. Well, that's odd, actually. Let me take a nap in the bed, and then I will come back out here and finish this really quick. Alright, so let's come back down over here where we have our sugarcane farm, and now what I'm going to do is there's going to be an observer sitting up here at the 3rd block. So it's going to face that way. So I need, let's grab these blocks here, just build across here. This line of blocks here is actually going to be the line of blocks that move. So on top of all of these, we're going to have observers. And then they're going to emit a redstone signal out the back up here whenever... So they should emit a signal up here through the block. We're going to need the pistons pushing these blocks here. So let's see if I can't kind of squeeze them in here really quick. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to see if I can't place these pistons sideways. I don't think I'm going to be able to very easily. Let's just try... I might have to remove these blocks temporarily. Just temporarily, so I can get these pistons in. And then place in 8 pistons this way. And then place on our blocks. Those all have to be sticky pistons now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, let me grab all these back and I'll craft these into sticky pistons. And then I'll continue on with the project. Alright, got the sticky pistons, guys. And now I gotta break all these blocks so I can place down the pistons again. But this time I shouldn't have to do it again. There we go. Nice. Okay. And then we're gonna place the blocks along here. And then the observer should transmit a redstone signal down to here. And now this should be set up. So if a block update happens, it should knock down the sugarcane. Perfect. Okay, so that works. Although it's a really short tick, perhaps it would make more sense to make it a repeater up here along the top instead of just through a block, because it was just a 1-tick output, so it's gonna move all these blocks above here and not stick to them. So I gotta go grab, I need 16 repeaters. I should have enough resources for this. I just need to grab some sticks. Do I have any sticks in here? No, I do not, so I gotta make some. And I think I've got enough wood here for all the sticks I need. So I'm gonna need 16 repeaters. Repeaters require 2, so that's gonna be 32 torches. I've got enough for just that. Perfect. And now I just need 16 of these bad boys. So I'm gonna need some more smooth stone right here. Let's make a couple more. That should do it right there. 16 repeaters. And this should make it to where it's not just a 1-tick delay, or just a 1-tick output. Therefore, this should actually, let me go ahead and make it grab the blocks back really quick. I'm going to do a block update up here real quick. There we go. Whoa. Redstone is weird, man. Okay. Let's just activate this really quick. Why did that break? Why did that repeater pop off? Let me just replace all these blocks and try another block update and see what happens. Because I'm getting some funky redstone circuitry going on around here. Place and place. Why? Why is it popping that off? Oh, is it popping off because, oh, these pistons aren't solid blocks? Oh, that makes more sense. So what am I going to do? Okay. Back to the drawing board. I do have these solid blocks again. I could do repeaters, but then I wouldn't have any way to transmit the redstone signal down to here. Perhaps, I wonder. Let's make a couple of redstone torches really quick. If I were to do this, yeah, that all works. Now, if I were to give it a block update on this particular block, would it flash the torch? No, it won't. Some strange behavior. I'm not really familiar with observers, especially server side, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. The signal's coming that way, so would it actually be possible? Let's see. Repeater into a block. This is probably a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Repeater disables the torch. The torch, which will go down here. And I'm gonna make crafting table really quick. Can't be bothered to run all the way back in there. And then I'll make a slab or two, and then just I'll make a slab, an upside down slab here. No, upside down. And this should have a redstone signal connecting to this here. There we go. I actually need to invert this signal. Ugh. Alright guys, after messing around for ages on a couple of designs, I made this and I also made that over there, and I'm going to show you guys both. So I'm going to increase the random tick speed to 2000. And whenever I do that, you can see that sugarcane pops off whenever it grows to the 3rd level. And then over here, this one works at the 2nd level. And because of this gravity block here, the observer doesn't fire the pistons twice, causing an infinite loop. So I think I like this design better because I believe the 2nd layer sugarcane grows a lot faster than the 3rd layer, so you're going to get more sugarcane out through this design. So I feel like that this is probably the faster way to go, or the better way to go in terms of sugarcane development, because there's 31. But I also have like a kind of a setup here where it's got the water stream and then the chest where it's all going to end up. And of course it's not lossless. There's stuff that's showing up on the floor here. But I think this design would be a lot more, or a lot less lossless in the end if I were to cover it up with blocks and stuff, to where it only landed in the water stream. But this is actually a nice compact design. I actually really like this one compared to that one. So I believe this one is the one that we're going to end up using. So let's go back into the server and let's go ahead and build this in the server. Alright, I'm going to start tearing all this stuff down, and then I'm going to rebuild it all right here. And that way we'll have an actual functioning sugarcane farm. And I won't look like as much of an idiot because I can't build a simple sugarcane farm. So I'll get back to you guys once I've assembled the farm, and I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, this is now finished, and I'm going to test it out for the first time on the server over here. But this is what it looks like, nice and compact, and if something grows, it'll get rid of it. And that'll get rid of it anywhere I place it. Even over here. Yeah, so that works flawlessly. Nice. So this is working pretty well. It's about as lossless as it can get, really. There might be a couple of things that fly over to the other side and vice versa, but hopefully that shouldn't cause too many problems. But the water stream here will pick up all the items and it'll slide down into the hoppers over there, and it'll slide all the way over into this chest right here. So now we have a functioning sugarcane farm. And that's the 16 sugarcane I put in there, so I'm actually going to leave this empty and see just exactly how much sugarcane we can collect after a little bit of an AFK session down there at the Skelly farm. And then I'll be back. I swear, this thing is so buggy. I just walked by and the lava was sitting up there, just sitting there. It wasn't flashing or anything, so this thing is completely and utterly broken. And I'm not sure if there's any way to fix it. I might just tear this thing down and opt for just a egg farm or something. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Or I might just kill all the chickens and just eat fish for the rest of my days. I don't know. What do you guys think? So it's been about 2 or 3 hours since this thing has been active, and unfortunately, that's all we've got. And the reason is the gravel block right here would drop. It would break the gravel block and it would drop and it would despawn. So unfortunately, it meant that after 4 sugarcane, it broke. Both sides did, which means that this was not collecting any sugarcane and both sides were just completely grown. So now I have a fix that hopefully works. What I did is I used sticky pistons here and a solid block, and I increased the delay to max right here on each repeater. That way, whenever the pistons extend and this receives the block update from the pistons extending, this won't double trigger it and cause it to break everything and make the pistons just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So this still works as of right now. No bugs as of yet, but I can't guarantee there won't be more if there are multiple block updates detected at the same time. And that's possibly what caused the other issues. Either that or server lag, I'm really not sure. But this should be functioning as of right now. I will be working on something that actually makes us look decent, because right now this is ugly as mess, so I will definitely be updating this to make it look a lot better. But for now, guys, this is all the time I have for this episode of the Dynasty SMP. If you like this episode, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to become part of the Corpse Crew today. And let me know what you guys want me to build in the next episode in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. You rock.